Well, it's maple syrup season again, so we're out boiling sap today and have been for the past few weeks trying out this new pan. If you watched our channel in the past, you know we were using an old canner and just using that to boil our sap over a smaller, little bit of a rocket stove. And that worked fairly well, but with the amount of taps that we're doing, we'd really rather have a little bit better of a system in order to get that sap all boiled down to syrup. It just took too much of our time having a couple different pots, fires to manage and go about it that way. So I just wanted to share with you my impressions so far of this pan. So after researching a couple of the different companies that sell these pans, we ended up going with the Vermont Evaporator company's sapling evaporator pan. That's what we've got right here. This can hold around 5 gallons worth of sap at a time, which makes really convenient since we've been collecting in our 5-gallon buckets over here. But this is a continuous flow pan as they describe it. And what you do is you add your sap into this end over here. And as you pour it in, it pushes the existing sap that's been boiled down this way. And there's a little bit of a notch under there. I tried adding some sap so you could maybe see it a little bit better. But it ends up allowing the sap to flow through an open corner down here and into this area by this baffle here. And then it flows up to this area where there's another notch cut in that baffle. And that allows it to flow into this last section where then you have a release valve over here. So that way, whenever you've been doing this for quite a while, a lot of the really thick, good stuff is in here. So you can get that poured out from here, and what we do is we'll draw it off a little bit early. That way we can finish this inside in a more controlled environment. Run it on the stove for 15-20 minutes, whatever it's going to be, and then that's where we finish it and get it canned up and all of that. But we found this thing's worked quite well. Main thing is really making sure you never let the sap run out. We did have once or twice where we ended up getting too low and we had to do quite a bit of scraping to get kind of the char off of the pan. It's not fun at all, so don't do that. And to empty the whole thing out, we found it's best to really do that when you've let the fire die down and get cool. We take the end here and we tip it up, kind of work that last bit of liquid out, get it dumped out. And then pour that water in immediately after so we can get it cleaned out and ready to use again. So one of my favorite things about this is that we can just throw any sticks or limbs that we've got into the fire here, just using a lot of old red brick that's busted. We used it last year. We were able to just put sticks in through here. It's really convenient, especially if you have dead ash trees like we do. I've gone ahead and took another one down here recently. And then we've just been feeding all of those limbs in here. It's a nice, easy way to clean it up with a delicious product at the end. Yeah, I'd have to say we've been quite satisfied with our purchase. It's worked out really well for us, and it was quite a bit cheaper than some of the other options out there that we could get for the kind of size that this is, and thought it was a really appropriate size for what we're doing here. So if you got any questions on it, let me know in the comments. I'll try and answer those. And maybe I'll do a more detailed review at some point, but just wanted to put something out there about this pan and how it's worked for us, since I didn't really find much whenever we went to research this pan ourselves. Thanks for watching.